Happy New Week, milkers. Welcome back to another episode. The beer this week is called the Leffe Blond, and this is by Abbaye de Leffe. This is a Belgian blonde style ale with a 6.6% ABV. The Leffe Blond is the flagship of Leffe. The unique recipe is the fruit of centuries of experience in the art of brewing, which brings a broad palette of aromas into balance. The Leffe Blond fits perfectly with a wide variety of dishes. It is best at a temperature of even 5 to 6 degrees Celsius.
Oh my god, cold!
Turns out. It even brings forth like hints of vanilla and clove, not so much banana, which I thought was really interesting, and it was absolutely delicious. This has a Comcast rating of 4 out of 5. As always, please drink responsibly. Thanks for listening, everyone. Now let's get into the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Comcast. As always, I am your amazing host, Ryan, and joining me, as always, is Cody. It's never going to change because we've done it so long where we can't stop doing it.
What's up, everybody?
Another week.
Another week down. No, what was it? Another day gone. Another something served. No, what is it? What's that fucking line from that movie?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't remember.
Pineapple Express?
No, I can't remember what it is. Like, another day gone, another day gone, another problem solved. And I can't remember what the movie is.
Sounds like MacGruber.
No. Oh, it's Friday after the next. It's like, another day gone, another problem solved.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
After you fucking whoop Debo's ass.
Was it? No, it was Friday after the next. It was the one it was the Christmas one.
It's the same thing.
You go, another Friday gone, another problem solved.
Oh, it's one of them. After he hit Debo with a brick.
Isn't it weird that all those kind of fall in weird order? Like,
no.
What is it? Well, it makes you want to believe that they follow up like it happens in like 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they fall in sequential order. So, like, all 3 movies is like, oh, we got Friday, we got next Friday, and then Friday after the next. And it's like, oh, you know what? Christmas was 3 weeks.
Well, it's months.
Yeah.
It's months. Like,
yeah. It might even be years.
It's within like a year.
Yeah.
It has to be within a year.
Yeah, it might even be years. Well, it definitely is years, like, separated in real life. But it just makes you feel like it's been within, like, 3 weeks. Because everything's, like, fresh and everything. I don't know.
Right.
But
definitely it's like, it's the Ice Cube version of Lord of the Rings. Because I'm pretty sure Lord of the Rings is, like, 7 years.
Is Cat Williams the only Hobbit?
Yeah. He is. The only Black Hobbit. Shout out to Amazon. Got them Black Hobbits in there.
Black Hobbit?
One, at least.
There's one Black Hobbit?
In the new Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
The Black Hobbit. Got some color.
Is that out now?
Got some color in the Shire.
Is that out now?
I don't know. Maybe. I heard it's not very good. Or it doesn't look very good. Let's just say that.
I think it looks interesting, but they're like we were just talking. Was it last episode we were talking about it?
I don't know.
We were talking about it recently. There's no book or process to follow. They're just making it up.
Yeah.
So there's no like R. Tolkien book that they can just pull shit out of a hat. It's just they're just going with it.
I don't know.
Which never historically never turns out that great.
I don't know. It didn't look good to me, at least, because it was just. I mean, it's all about people walking. Like, it's all about little people walking. That's all it's ever been. Like,
they're actually normal sized people.
Whole lot of walking.
Well, no, they're not normal sized people because there's humans in there, and the hobbits are shorter than the humans.
Well, it just reminded me of Clerks 2 because he makes fun of that dude for having the ring. Him and the guy that worked there, they're like, one ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them, and the darkness, whatever's.
The darkness binds them.
It was like, the Lord of the Rings is like, those movies are stupid. It's like, all it is a bunch of walking in those movies. Here's the first movie. And he just starts walking. And he's like, here's the second movie. And then like he like walks around a rock or something.
Peter Jackson directs it.
Yeah, and?
You figured it'd be good. It's also a prequel,
That doesn't mean anything. Game of Thrones was good up until the last season. Because they had to fucking end it.
They didn't
everybody's
have to
tired
end
of it.
They didn't have... Nobody was tired of it.
Yeah, they were.
They wanted to finish the story, basically.
No, I mean, they were also tired of it. They wanted to move on to new shit. But now
why move on? This has literally carried you for like 8 years. Like more than that. It took sometimes 2 years to like get a new season out.
I just saw a video of, it was like an interview of that, the kid who was king or whatever, and then he got poisoned at his birthday or whatever the fuck it was. I just saw him. I guess like after he did that, like so many people take that shit seriously, and he got death threats. And all kinds of shit.
What's his fucking name? He died in like episode 3. He died in the first season.
I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, he got poisoned or whatever. He was, like, he got death threats and all kinds of shit. And now, like, after 6 years, like, he's finally getting back into acting.
I'm not gonna lie, the worst death in the entire show.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I don't know about the worst death, though.
I don't... Can you name another bad one? Like, a really fucking bad one? Other than the dude...
Anybody getting decapitated? Anybody...
The dude that got his head crushed. When he was fighting the mountain.
Oh.
That dude, that guy. He got his head crushed. They didn't show it. But he got his head crushed.
Hey,
that little kid, he was a kid. He was like fucking 14, basically. Like in the story, he was like probably like 14 or 15.
Yeah, he's a prick. That's why you don't give kids power.
There was blood coming out of his fucking eyes.
Yeah, he got poisoned.
Yeah,
it happens. Poisoned by his lover, his hot lover.
She was also a kid.
No, she was not. She was
in the story. She was.
In real life, I think is what really matters.
In real life, none of them were probably. None of them were kids.
The kid. He was a fucking kid.
Was he?
He wasn't a full-grown man, was he?
I don't know. He might have been.
No, you're fucking high. They were all kids, and then they all grew up.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Anyway, I really want to watch this trailer. It's, this is a creepy-looking orc.
R.I.P. Holdor.
Holdor?
Yeah, Holdor.
Yeah.
He did his job. He fucking held that door.
He did hold that door.
I need volume. There's a bunch of heads?
I think so.
Today, our days of peace begin.
Okay.
We thought our joys would be...
Keep in mind, this is a prequel.
We thought our light would never dim.
This is like the origination of the rings.
Look! Black Hobbit.
Was he a hobbit?
Yeah. Or an elf. Either one. Either one, they didn't have any. It was all whites.
He was all white.
Yeah. See, look. Black.
Based on the words. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
What the fuck is that thing?
Beyond the darkness, tempting shadow, to bury us all beneath the mountain.
He has not one name, but many.
If you heard of blood, if you heard of Sauron.
What the fuck? There he is. Or whatever the fuck that thing is.
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all.
I don't know, man. I think it looks pretty good.
Well, see, the only part that I saw was based on the Hobbits. And I think they're doing the same thing. It'll be like this group, then this group, then this group, then this group. Like you follow.
It's also Peter Jackson too. So Peter Jackson's a really good director. He directs some really good movies. So I really don't think it's gonna be like awful. I don't think it's gonna be awful.
It'll be fine.
But that's like when taking it back to Game of Thrones. Once everybody's seen the fucking Ice King or whatever, everybody's just like, all right, okay, we just don't even need to see the rest of it.
That's the thing. He was a normal man.
Yeah.
And then them fucking little sprite-looking things turned him into it.
And that's the weirdest part. Because I haven't read the books, so I don't know if they just blew out of proportions the frozen army or whatever, the fucking dead army or whatever they are.
That's the thing. It's constantly growing now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't know if they, like, blew it out of proportions or whatever, but they should not have won. the real life people should not have won that. They should not have won that.
It all depends.
They killed a dragon and then brought it back to life. And then it just destroyed the entire, like, ice wall. One dragon destroyed the entire ice wall.
Yeah. With
its electric fucking fire shit that came out of its mouth magically.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I don't think they were supposed to win. I think they were all supposed to just fucking die, and then everybody's gonna be a dead army, and then that starts the series of the dead army of Game of Thrones. It's just like we're just living our life now, just hanging out with a bunch of dead people.
That's the thing. If it wasn't like a nuclear winter that lasted 7 fucking years, like it always does, then this never happened. Because they can only survive in the cold. It's like fortitude. It only survives in the cold. Once it gets hot, it disappears.
Well, and then the fact that the Dragon Queen, or whatever her name was, just turns out to be some power-hungry, like, asshole, and then she dies.
I don't know about some power-hungry asshole.
She was power-hungry, and then that's why Jon Snow killed her.
She cared about the people.
She didn't care about
the people. First.
At first. That's what I'm saying. Like, you amass this giant army, and then you turn into this power-hungry person, and then Jon Snow has to kill you, who's, like, your lover, has to kill you. And it wasn't even that great. Like, it wasn't even that great of, like, oh, I have to kill her because of this. There wasn't anything that was just, like, you can see it unfolding, but nobody addressed that this is a problem. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. They had to end it. That's why it sucked.
Yeah. Nobody addressed it as a problem, and then he killed her, and then now he has to live in the far north with his fucking wild animal people family, and then he's the king of the north. So
I've never seen the last season, so everything you're telling me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never seen it?
I just told you that.
He killed the Dragon Queen.
Oh, thank you for ruining it for me.
It's been like 4 years.
I know.
He killed the Dragon Queen, and then
Mom watched it before I did.
And then instead of killing him, his own brother, the brother in the wheelchair, actually is now the king.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and instead of killing him, he just banishes him to the far north with his now new family. And the lady that he's actually, like, dating or married to now in the movie that he bangs from the north, the very far north, the wild animal people. So, yeah. Real life, he does that. But, yeah, he just gets banished to the north. He saves the world and then kills the queen who's about to be a bad queen. And then nobody's like, oh, Jon Snow, you did something bad. Now we don't fucking like you anymore. It's like, do you know what he did this entire time to save your lives? He lost all of his brothers, besides the youngest one, or the youngest two. All the other ones are dead.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, his oldest brother or whatever that was going to be the king, that was a bad way. He went a really bad way.
They all did.
Yeah, but see that it was when they got tricked or whatever. It was when they got tricked, and like he had his pregnant wife or whatever, and she just gets like stabbed in the fucking gut a bunch of times.
Yeah,
that was pretty fucking brutal. That's a pretty bad way to go too.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. The show was good, but it was okay. Now nobody fucking talks about it. Like that's how.
Why would you? It's not hot anymore.
That's the thing. It took 10 years of people's lives.
Yeah. Now it's about Star Wars. Everybody loves Star Wars now. It's not Return of the King. It's Return of the Jedi.
I've even heard that's give and take, too. Like the Mandalorian stuff.
What was I... Somebody told me that there was something, and it was the same thing as Star Wars. Was Alec talking about that? Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, there's a new show.
Well, what did he say? It was, It's
Boba Fett.
No, he said that it's the same plot as Star Wars. That Top Gun, that's what it was. The new Top Gun movie is the same plot as Star Wars.
How?
I don't know. Listen to
Tom
the
Cruise
last-
loses his arm?
No, listen to the last episode. He said it's the same plot as like the new Star Wars movie that came out before that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
They just train new recruits and then they go fight and then save the day. Same thing. I mean, it's Independence Day. Everything evolves around Independence Day.
I was gonna say, that's every movie ever.
Independence Day.
So you're saying Independence Day is the template?
It's
for,
the one. Yeah.
You're saying that Independence Day is the template for every movie?
Sure the fuck is.
Tell me 3 movies that follow that.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Ships and aliens. Same shit.
Okay.
Star Wars. Alien versus Predator.
So you're saying that every movie has aliens in it.
Every new movie has something in it. Prey. Alien.
I heard that's good. I heard the Prey movie's good.
Okay.
I heard it's
The
good.
Jetsons. Aliens.
The Jetsons.
Yeah. It all rolls back into Independence Day.
The Flintstones, they have Kazoo. He's an alien.
That's true. Very true.
So everything revolves around spaceships and aliens.
Yeah.
Cowboys and
What
aliens.
else have you seen that doesn't have a fucking alien in it?
Bone Tomahawk.
Those are Native Americans, different, not aliens.
Okay, you said name one that doesn't have aliens. Bone Tomahawk has 0 aliens.
Very underrated movie, but it is fucking weird.
Bone Tomahawk is probably the most underrated
He
movie
cuts that
of
fucking.
all time.
They have them whistle necks.
Yeah, they fucking insert.
They insert a thing into their windpipe and sew it back up.
If you
and that's how
haven't-
they call each other.
If you haven't seen Bone Tomahawk, and we've probably mentioned this before, and I know last podcast on the left was talking about it too. Bone Tomahawk is the most underrated movie ever. It is fucking awesome. It is a great movie.
It's pretty crazy.
Go check it out if you're not squeamish. It's even got Kurt Russell in it. Like, Kurt Russell's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he, like, saves the day, kind of. But anyway, go watch it.
Technically.
No spoilers, but go watch it. Bone Tomahawk. Super good. So we hope everybody's had a great week. I'm pretty excited next week. Next week will be a solo podcast. Ryan will be, well, you might be solo podcast, and we might skip a week.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
Everybody loves me.
So Ryan, you'll be minus a host next week. Ryan will be doing a solo podcast.
We're gonna have fun.
Cheyenne and I will be on a weekend getaway. We're going to Cincinnati again.
Yay!
So love Cincinnati.
Cincy aquariums.
That's in Newport, not in Cincinnati.
Same thing.
Same thing.
It's right there.
So going to Cincinnati for the weekend, so that'll be fun. So you'll have a solo podcast with Ryan. So the baddest fucking host in baddest ass host
It's
in
the best one.
The best fucking host with the mostest.
Yeah.
You know, even better than Joe Rogan, some might say. Ryan Cummings, like Joe
All he
Rogan.
does is talk about fucking supplements and shit.
Joe Rogan's up here and Ryan's like touching Joe Rogan's like tippy toes. Like,
We're both bald, muscular. He's a lot older than me.
you know what I've realized? It's just all about listen to people talk. And can you hold a conversation for long periods of time, and are you entertaining? So that's it. Or informational, you know?
I don't know why Joe Rogan is so popular. Maybe because he has everybody on there. That's the only reason I can think of.
He's famous.
Yes, he's famous. That's it.
He was famous when he had a name before he started the podcast. He's even bigger now, even after starting the podcast. He has like celebrities on his podcast, comedians on his podcast,
Yeah.
doctors on his podcast. We don't know anybody like that. I mean, we know comedians, but
Yeah.
we don't know anybody else like that. We don't know health experts or anything like that. So I feel like that's part of the reason why podcasts become huge. And on top of that, if you don't have that, you're either A, true crime, or
True.
B, you're so niche that you're entertaining that you provide something to somebody that people don't. Because there's like certain podcasts that start out from nothing, but they're like a genre like true crime.
Why true crime now?
Why true crime now?
Yeah.
Is that a podcast?
No.
Oh. Are we going to transfer to We're on True Crime?
No.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I listen to too much. I listen to a lot of true crime.
And in the basement,
I'm not dogging
there was a knife.
I'm not dogging anybody else's podcast. Like, I'm not saying that Joe Rogan sucks, but it's very...
I am.
Okay, that's fine. But...
Who wants to listen to 4 hours of crap?
I will say that 4 hours of listening to something, like, there's probably an hour or so worth of information that I would like to hear. I don't listen to this podcast anymore just because it's 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And some of them are 6 hours long. It's a long-ass podcast time to listen. Like, I want to be entertained. I like factual stuff. I do like true crime, so I like listening to that. So I listen to a few of those. But other than that, I don't know. I listen to these episodes from time to time to see how we're doing.
I don't. Because I hate the way my voice sounds.
You hate the way your voice sounds.
Yeah, I had to take
it. Sounds just like mine.
Different
tone.
Different everything.
Different everything.
Yeah. How? It just sounds weird.
Okay. So I listen to this podcast from time to time just to see how we're doing. But other than that, I usually listen to the same things over and over. I don't really, I even have some that I haven't listened to in such a long time because I get hooked on like listening to one certain one, or I'm catching back up. I just like, if people want to be entertained, I'm just not going to sit through something that's 4 hours long. And some people even watch like those long podcasts on YouTube. You're watching TV for 4 hours, watching a camera pan back and forth to people talking.
I mean, I can watch TV for 4 hours, but...
Yeah, I can watch TV for 4 hours, but, like, I could watch a Lord of the Rings movie, totally.
That's why we're not on YouTube. We'll not, like, video. Because, like, we both have our shirts off right now.
Yeah.
Not very professional.
There's nothing wrong with that, but this is not a professional podcast. We try to maintain in the background professionalism by trying to schedule according to our like everyday lives and trying to get things put together and managing the Patreon and managing the merch store. So we try to maintain professionalism. However, we do both have our...
Have you listened to the show?
Everybody who's listened to this has listened to the show.
Yeah. And if this is your first episode, welcome. Welcome to the family. Go listen to episode 1. It's a doozy. Tell you what, buddy.
Listen to episode 1 and then listen to this episode. They're vaguely similar.
Pretty close.
Just a little more put together.
This one's going on 5 minutes longer than that one. So,
really?
I don't know. How long was the first episode?
It was like you talked for like
15 minutes?
No, I think it was like 35 minutes.
No, it was not that long.
It was
not that long.
I want to say it was pretty long.
And it was garbage. I mean, it's still kind of garbage, but you know what I mean. We've been doing this for, 3 years? 2019.
Is it 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years this past April, right?
Yeah. 3 years this past April. Has it gotten any better? Let me know. I don't know.
I feel like we've gotten better.
I'm definitely better at public speaking. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely better at talking to nothing besides the fucking microphone sitting in the fucking on the table.
I feel like we've gotten better because sometimes we have our moments. Like sometimes we're just sitting here and we've been busy all week. We haven't had time to prepare a lot because we have different day jobs. We want time to relax. Yes, we enjoy coming on and doing this. However, we also want time to just sit on our asses and do nothing like any normal working person during the week. So it's one of those things that I feel like we've gotten better because I know back when we were first starting, even within the first 6 months to a year, we would just sit here and we would have to stop because it'd be silent for too long, go back, cut out that silence because we just blank everything to talk about, had nothing to even go off of, and then we have to stop, take like 15 minutes, and then come back. Like 15 minutes later, go to the bathroom or whatever, and then
did your fucking shit die?
My computer just died.
You had like 15%. Since Cody moved, he lost everything that he owns.
Yeah.
And they haven't unpacked anything, and there's shit just laying everywhere, so he hasn't found his laptop charger. So
I haven't, so we've been, A, we're busy, like normal people. B, we haven't unpacked as fast as we want to because after this, we're really looking into the housing market. So the one thing is like,
you can't just leave this stuff here for a year? Though.
No, we're not going to leave it there for a year, but we're trying to figure out, we've been slowly unpacking, but we're also trying to figure out what do we not have to unpack? What can we just leave in a fucking box? So once we figure out what we can just leave in a box, we're probably just going to throw it in a fucking closet or in a corner and just leave it in a box. And then, because if we're only going to be staying here for a year, the plan is to buy a house in a year. So once that happens, we don't have to pack up some stuff. So, but we do need to find the things we need now, like my laptop charger. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to have to probably take this to work and charge it tomorrow. So, which is fine. It'll get me through like probably 3 or 4 podcasts, but yeah, I would really, really like to find my laptop charger. So
I think they're like $20 on Amazon.
Probably. I would like to find
Radio Shack doesn't exist anymore.
I don't know. When it comes to, any other time, if it pisses me off enough, I'll just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm buying it. And then any other time, I'd be like, no, I need to just not spend the $20 on it. Just go ahead and try to find it. And then if you can't find it or if you lost it or whatever, which I guarantee we didn't lose it because I specifically packed it. So,
does Radio Shack exist anymore? Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, they still got Radio Shacks.
They're very few and
very few. And that's the thing. Like, I don't miss Radio Shack until it disappeared. So, yeah.
Because you could just go there and get whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
They had everything.
They did have everything. But nobody went in there until you needed that one specific thing.
Right. So, and it was like a phone charger that they quit making at your manufacturer.
Well, I know we needed one for the for the TV because all the newer TVs now you can unplug the cord from the back and transport it that way. And you had lost yours somewhere, and we had stopped there and we look at Walmart, we looked fucking everywhere. Nobody had it. And we're like, let's go to fucking shitty ass Radio Shack and see what they have. And we walked in there.
This was before Amazon, too.
Yeah, right? And we walked in there, and it was sitting right fucking there. And I'm like, God damn, we've been all over fucking town. I'm pretty sure that's when fucking Kmart was still around. This was a while back.
Right.
And, nobody had it, but fucking Radio Shack had it. It was white. It wasn't black like the rest of the TV, but they fucking had it. So,
I would always go there for a, what do you call it? Universal remote.
Yeah,
I would always go there for a universal remote is what I would always do. And they always had one. You could buy them for $10.
Yeah.
And they even had nice ones. Or if you needed a, what was it? A landline phone, they had a shit ton of them.
Yeah, it's Radio Shack.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
And they do.
They had coffee pots, cell phones, speakers, home entertainment. Not no more. Radio Shack is dead. Amazon killed Radio Shack. That's what happened.
A lot of places killed Radio Shack.
I know.
Radio Shack even killed Radio Shack.
I'm pretty sure it did.
They probably did. So I was before my laptop died, I was trying to look up our very first episode, and I wanted to see.
I wonder if I deleted it. I don't remember. I went through some stuff a while back. I don't think I deleted it, though. I thought about deleting it. I don't think I did, though. I think it's still up there. I think I deleted it from my actual computer, but I didn't. I didn't delete it from.
I'm almost to it now. Here we go. Oh, never mind. It was only 14 minutes and 53 seconds.
That's what I mean. It wasn't very long.
I think it was just hey, what's up? It says, welcome. What is up, everybody? This first episode is just an intro explaining what the podcast is all about.
Yep. Now we're on, 182?
182. This will be podcast 182.
Yeah, boy.
And then in episode 2, it's in this episode, Ryan and Cody enjoy beer and whiskey while touching on turkey hunting season, funny things that have happened to them recently, and cool stories in the news. Have any topics or questions you wish for us to discuss, hit up the email, thecumcast@gmail.com.
Yo, hit up the email if you got anything. We haven't had an email in 2 years.
The only email.
So if you want to say how shit we are or how fucking great we are, you can email us or just go fucking leave a review, which is so much easier than
Wasn't the
fucking
only
send an
email we
Does
had-
people even use email anymore?
Wasn't the email, my job does. My job uses email.
That's what I mean. I use email all the time, but I don't think the regular folks out in the world use email anymore. Unless it's like for us, like coupons. And I think that's the only time. I use email for like confirmations and shit like that, but like
The only email we got was when the one you made up, right?
No, we got a few. I think. I don't remember.
We've gotten some DMs.
I did make up that one though. What was it? What did it was about you being you being shit.
Tell Cody to stop.
Tell that fat piece of shit Cody to stop fucking
doing something. I believe you too.
Yeah, it was good.
Asshole.
It was good. I
did believe you.
Need to do another one of them. Classic. Somebody tell that.
I'm not gonna believe it.
Somebody tell that fat piece of shit Cody to stop fucking doing something. I forget what it was. Oh, tell him this fucking beer of the week shit.
Oh yeah. The beer of the week and the book of the month. I think. Yeah.
No, we weren't doing the book of the month yet.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't start the book of the month until like last year, sometime or something. I mean, it could still go away. We could put it to a vote. One counts as 2.
One counts as 2.
Mine counts as 2.
Oh, yeah. Why does yours count as 2?
Because I edited it.
Okay.
I could take it out every single week if I wanted to.
Okay.
But I don't. You know why? Because I got to hear about it.
Yeah, you do.
I sure do.
I don't know what time we're at, but we can go and get into some news articles if you want.
We're at a half hour.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into some news articles. The blast from the past conversation starting to depress me.
Why?
Oh, I'm just kidding. Because of how far we've come. It's bringing tears to my eyes.
That's not depressing.
No, it's not.
That's excitement.
Excitement? Oh, is that what I'm feeling?
I don't know what it is.
It's been so long since I felt that. Is that what I'm feeling right
I don't
now?
know. On one hand, I'm like, oh my God, we made it 3 years. And on the other hand, I'm like, 3 years of my life and countless hours have been put into this. Has it really done anything?
And on the other hand, I'm like, and to add to that, I'm like, why don't more people listen to us?
That's true.
Why don't you?
I mean, we're in the top 10%. But what can I say? All the other shows don't upload anymore. So, we're doing good.
Yeah.
We are doing good.
We're probably on people's podcast apps, and the ones that don't listen to us, we just got like 150 little red notifications. Or it's that,
that's the thing. We used to get a lot of,
like the 100 plus or whatever.
We used to get a lot of downloads, but I think that died off and everybody thought that this wasn't a sex podcast.
Is it after we uploaded This Isn't a Sex Podcast? Is that what
Oh, no,
happened?
we really went down when you brought up the India news story. After that,
it's true!
Yeah,
it's a true story. They were gonna fucking murder that kid for peeing on a rug.
Hopefully he's alright. And didn't.
I highly doubt that's the reason why.
Perish.
Maybe.
All I'm saying was India was number one. India was number one with like, I don't even know.
What if,
now they're not.
What if for some reason they just like, because it's another country, nixed like a net like
nixed a podcast called The Cumcast?
No, like nixed a whole network or something like that.
No, it's Ghana. That's the base India network is Ghana.
Ghana's not in India. That's in Africa.
It's in India, sir.
Ghana.
Gaana.
Gaana?
Yeah, Ghana.
No, that's a website.
Ghana streaming service. Sir.
Oh, Ghana streaming service. That's what it is.
Duh.
Maybe people don't. Well, let me pull this up.
Still get downloads from it, but not as many as we did because it was after that news story.
If we get downloads from it, that's fine.
It was very stereotypical. Or not stereotypical.
Maybe people don't know. Maybe people don't speak English.
Huh?
This podcast is in English. Maybe.
Well, then why would we get so many downloads if they can't even understand us?
I don't know.
Why would you listen to something you can't understand?
I don't know.
Background music? Or background listening? I wish I put on Bob's Burgers all the time for background shit, but like... I'm not going to listen to something I can't understand.
I wish it said how many followers we actually have there. On Ghana, at least.
It won't on yours.
Maybe people didn't like Ghana, like streaming service or something like that. No. Maybe it's shit.
I'm pretty sure it's regulated like everything else is, and that is the only streaming service they have. I mean, plus we're down. Like, it shows me where people are listening at in the world, and India dropped like half after that. So, I blame you.
This is best from around the world.
And anybody listening in India, if you got some friends or whatever that used to listen to the show but don't because of their religious views, why don't you tell them to come on back? Because we're not going to do any more news stories like that, okay? Because we love you. And we love everybody else out there too. But, like, India, support us. Because you're one of our big fan bases, which is weird. Which is really weird.
It's not weird, it's just interesting.
I never had Indian food before. I heard it's good, though.
I heard it is good. I've never had it either.
That's the thing. Like, you go to a place in fucking suburban Indiana, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go to India Garden. And then you go there, and it's not really Indian food. I want to be surprised. And then everybody tries to do Mexican food. I don't get it. I don't get it.
We are the only Comcast on there, though.
Yeah. Duh. Makes sense, don't it?
I really wish it would say how many followers we have. It doesn't.
No. Let's do news stories.
Okay.
Wasting too much time.
I got sidetracked. Hey, whatever keeps the show going, to be honest with you, I'm kind of interested.
I can fucking tell you. It's not going to tell you.
It should. It should tell you, like if like Instagram or Facebook says the same thing. So, let's go to the first news article we have for today. So, this is on labbible.com. So, there's this fun fact, everybody, and Ryan. There is this place called the Zone of Death, where you can actually commit murder and get away with it. In theory. So, this is in Idaho. There is a 50 square mile area called the Zone of Death.
Mm-hmm.
So this stretch of land is located within Yellowstone National Park, and it mostly covers Wyoming, but stretches into Montana and Idaho too.
5
what?
5 downloads this month from Ghana Android. It used to be 200.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe Apple quit carrying Ghana.
It was never Apple.
Never?
No, it was Android.
Maybe everybody was like...
Everybody switched to fucking iPhones?
Possibly.
Yeah, I blame you.
That's fine.
5.
Everybody that listens to this on Ghana streaming service, like, spread the word of the Comcast.
Damn right.
Brother. So...
R.I.P. that kid. Whatever happened to him, if anything happened to him at all.
Basically... You could basically get away, theoretically, with murder.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The Zone of Death.
The Zone of Death.
In Yellowstone.
So you can legally kill somebody.
Within this 50-mile radius, yeah. It's a theory. It's not 100% true.
How is a theory? It was like, you walk in that hallway, once you're in that hallway, I can kill you and not get arrested.
That's a theory.
How is it a theory?
Because if
does the laws not work in a 50-mile square radius in the national park?
Because theoretically, if Cheyenne decides to call the police on you and you don't call the police on yourself, then theoretically, yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm guessing there is no jurisdiction in this 50-mile radius.
Yeah.
So the laws can be broken, technically.
Buffalo cops.
That makes sense.
So,
Wolf cop, buffalo cop. He transforms into a fucking buffalo and fights crime.
Yeah. So theoretically you can get away with it thanks to a legal loophole. The loophole responsible for the zone of death is all to do with the Sixth Amendment, which says juries in federal criminal cases have to be made up of people who are from the district and state where the crime was committed. The zone of death is in the state of Idaho and is inhabited, but the U.S. court for the District of Wyoming has jurisdiction over all of Yellowstone. So, Wyoming has jurisdiction over all of Yellowstone, but if you are in Idaho, in that little 50 square mile section of Idaho, you can actually commit murder in the state of Idaho.
And not be tried for it, because you're technically in Idaho, but they can't do anything about it because Wyoming owns the national forest.
Gotcha. So, since they could not legally form a jury to put you on trial, then in theory you should just be able to walk away scot-free.
Should be.
The zone of death was first discovered in 2005 by law professor Brian C. Kaut when he was writing about the Sixth Amendment and imagined a hypothetical part of the U.S. where there might not be enough people to form a jury. How do you just, think about something like that? You're just like, I wonder if there's enough people.
Every time. All the time in the world. You're a virgin.
Yeah. So,
I'm working on the Sixth Amendment, guys. Oh, yeah? How's that going? Well, I found a 50-mile spot in Yellowstone that you could possibly commit a crime like murder and get away.
The only form of government that we have is buffalo cops.
It's buffalo cops. Why did you went a little Native American on there.
Buffalo cops.
Buffalo cops.
And the tree detectives.
Tree detective. You should see that owl. He's our sheriff.
Who?
Yeah, I know. Who did it? Who? Exactly. That coyote over there is the town drunk.
Buffalo Cup.
Buffalo Cup.
So horrified to discover that such a place actually existed, he since petitioned the U.S. government to close the loophole just in case anyone actually tries to exploit it. Though Congress has yet to shut down the zone of death. Congress wants to see the zone of death in action. They want to fucking see it.
Shut it down.
Who?
You're gonna take the owl? You're gonna take the owl sheriff's job away? How dare you?
How many murders can be happening in this same spot?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
So, the incredible legal loophole ended up being the basis of a best-selling crime novel, Free Fire, authored by C.J. Box, consulting Professor Kaut about the details surrounding the zone of death. Regardless of the supposed lawlessness of the zone, nobody yet has really tested the legality of the zone of death, as there have been no recorded felonies in the zone. No recorded felonies? It's in the middle of fucking Yellowstone.
And nobody would say anything anyway.
Yeah. No, everybody minds. When you live in the middle of the woods, you mind your fucking business.
Yeah.
That's it. You're out there to live a life of solitude and peace and quiet. You mind your own goddamn business.
Mind your business!
Yeah. In the words of Cheyenne's mom, mind your own damn business, shut the hell up. So the closest anyone has come as a poacher illegally shooting an elk in the different part of Yellowstone. That was the town mayor. Different part of Yellowstone where it would have been difficult but not impossible to form a jury. Instead, a federal judge decided the poacher could be tried in another court. The poacher appealed on similar legal grounds to the zone of death, but the court dismissed the argument and he ended up pleading guilty. So if you're caught murdering people in the zone of death, they'd certainly find a way to prosecute you, essentially, is what they're saying.
You know who's going to come after you? Detective Possum. Detective Possum. And Hoot. The Hoot Owl Sheriff.
Yeah.
And the one buffalo cop that lives there.
Nobody can escape the eyes of Sergeant Squirrel.
Sergeant Squirrel. Buffalo cop. Yes, what it is. Sergeant Squirrel, buffalo cop. Well, what could we have? Deputy Rat. Deputy Rat. The one buffalo cop. Sergeant Squirrel. The Hoot Owl Sheriff. And the town drunk.
Yeah.
Coyote. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good one.
Good one.
Right. Don't forget the pesky raccoon thieves.
It's the Western Snow White. It's like, in real life, they actually have real jobs.
Yeah.
They don't just fucking clean your house for you. Yep, for sure. All right. Next article we have here is, as soon as I get it pulled up. So a guy goes for a night out on the town, and he winds up getting he winds up getting buried alive in a coffin.
How'd that happen?
We're about to find out.
Buffalo cop.
Buffalo cop. Who? Who? So, a man went on a night out and got so drunk he wound up in a coffin. So, basically, the 30-year-old man from Bolivia was attending the Pachamama Festival, which is celebrated on the first week of August as a day for Mother Earth. The ceremony is celebrated by the Toba people of South America, an indigenous population who live across Argentina, Paraguay, and Bolivia.
So not your festival, but you went there anyway.
No, he's from Bolivia. So, Victor Hugo attended the festivities with a friend, and while the pair were drinking and having a good time, to start, things quickly went south around 6 feet south when the drunk man decided to have a quick nap.
In a coffin.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he had to take a piss. So, feeling...
What the fuck?
It's a lad Bible. They use a British word. Kip, I guess, means piss. So, feeling nature's call, Victor Hugo woke up and found that he couldn't move. Imagine, unless it is a nap.
He had to take a piss.
He had to take a
but
nap.
then he ended up in a coffin?
It says, feeling nature's call, he woke up and found... God damn it. Quit using fucking British words I don't understand.
We need to get off Lad Bible. Lad Bible is steering us fucking wrong. Their last couple stories are shit.
Yeah. So,
For show.
So he found up and he woke up and found that he couldn't move. So basically he was able to smash his way out of the coffin and ran for help. So he was actually fully buried, I guess. So, but that's not the strangest part of the story.
Fucking what's his name? Whatever that. Who's that bitch that punched her way out of the coffin? What was her name?
Is it a scary movie?
Samurai bitch. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, what the fuck is that movie called?
Samurai bitch! I don't fucking know!
What the fuck's that?
She fucking one punched her way out of it. What was it called? I want to say Sling Blade, but it's not Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
Fucking, you know. He, her, he, her.
I don't remember. Okay.
That's that weird fucking shit. What is it? The samurai chick. With the fucking cobra. And fucking grabbed that girl's eye out. Twice! She did it twice!
Quentin Tarantino.
I cannot think of that movie. It's stupid. I don't like it.
I'm trying to find it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to find it. Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. That fucking shit. That doesn't make any sense. Kill Bill. Okay. Kill Bill 1 through 6.
Half of Quentin Tarantino movies don't make sense.
Anyway, yeah. So he's like that one chick.
So he woke up and was covered in dust and had sediment on his face, which led some to believe that those at the creamery attempted to bury him alive as a sacrifice to Pachamama or Mother Earth. So they think that he passed out drunk, and some people think he might have been fucking trying to be sacrificed, basically. So speaking to the local media, Hugo said, "We've gone dancing. I'm the guide. I don't remember anymore."
Okay.
We've gone dancing. I'm the guide, and I don't remember anymore. The only thing I remember is that I thought I was in my bed, and I got up to go pee, and I couldn't move anymore. He was obviously shit-faced, and his face is got gashes on it. He's covered in blood. I'm gonna guess that he got the shit kicked out of him, and got
probably trying to break out of the coffin.
Yeah, but he also probably got the shit kicked out of him. I don't know. He doesn't look very happy.
Well, the way you read it sounds like a national holiday for like Native people or something like that, and then he's just there. So he like doesn't belong there. So it's like,
so it seems like the coffin had a glass top on it because it says, and when I pushed the coffin, I barely broke the glass, and through the glass, dirt began to enter, and so I managed to get out. And he says, I have been buried. So he had dirt on top of a glass coffin, basically. So the coffin had a glass top.
Well, I feel like this is just a prank.
Yeah. So if
Maybe they were going to get him out in the morning or something.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I'm surprised he lived that long without that much oxygen.
That's the thing. You paid all that money for a glass coffin. And you just buried it? That's stupid. As a sacrifice?
I guess.
You buried somebody alive as a sacrifice.
To the worms, Mother Earth.
It's glass. Nothing can get through it.
Dirt can.
Yeah, after you break it.
Yeah.
Duh. Fucking idiot.
So I guess
it's not a screen door.
So I guess his hand was cut up pretty bad from breaking the glass with it. And he said, so he said that his hand was hurt. I've barely gone out. But when I went to the police and they told me that I was drunk. So they told him that he was drunk when he told them what happened.
No shit, buddy. I'm at a festival and they fucking buried me alive. Of course I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
So they're like, oh, you're drunk. Get out of here.
They buried me alive. I just punched my way out of a coffin.
But you got to think about it this way: if it's a giant local festival that happens every year, a bunch of drunk people. This shit happens all the time. Cops are just normal fucking people. So
I feel like this didn't happen. It was a dream, and he woke up. or he.
How is his face covered in blood?
He broke into a vending machine somewhere.
Snack time.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably the fucking Buffalo Cop, man.
Or he got trapped. Oh, he got trapped in a phone booth. That's what it was.
Trapped in a phone booth.
Trapped in a phone booth. And the dirt came over me. Is he dirty? Or is he just bloody?
No, he's covered in fucking, like, dust and, that's why they said, like, the crematorium, because he's covered in, like, fucking dirt and ashes and shit.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. It's really weird. It's really weird. I mean, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, we have a relative so drunk. He went out to smoke a cigarette and got stabbed, and then woke up in the hospital the next morning, had no clue why he was there, and he's stabbed like 3 or 4 times. He got stabbed like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know about 3 or 4, maybe 1.
I don't know, maybe once, but could have died. And we have a relative. He's got so shit-faced, you have no fucking idea that you just got stabbed in an alley, you come back in the bar, saying you got in a fight or some shit like that, and you're fucking, and you just got blood all over you. Because you got stabbed. By a rando.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy what alcohol can take away from your memory. Especially if you've had way too much of it. But yeah, like, if you can't even understand that you got stabbed and you might die, or you fall asleep in a coffin, or whatever happens, a glass coffin for some fucking reason.
I feel like it's made up. That's probably why they didn't believe him, because if they were like, oh, you're just drunk, get out of here.
Well, that's the same thing. It's like, if there's a big festival going on and you're a cop, you're just a normal person, you're like, oh, shit's gonna happen. Does this sound real at all? No, it's probably some fucking dude making shit up.
I got buried alive and I punched my way out. Like that samurai bitch from Kill Bill.
Shit like that's really hard to believe. So it's like, I don't know if I believe
I punched my way out of a glass coffin.
Yeah.
Where's the glass coffin? Why is there a glass coffin?
It's over there! Like, it's like, it's very hard as a normal person to fucking believe shit like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if it did happen, I'm gonna say it probably did happen, because they obviously found the fucking coffin.
They did find the coffin?
Yeah, he's sitting there right there by it. But that's the thing. The cops didn't believe him at first, but the coffin's right fucking there. He was actually, because he was talking to
this coffin. Right there. See that hole? Came out of it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. That's all the articles I got for today.
Okay.
For today. For today. For today. Yeah. All the ones I got.
Okay. All right, everybody. that is the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. Of course, we couldn't do this absolutely ridiculous show without you. We love you so much. If you want to support us, go rate and review us whatever platform you listen to. If you want to support us even further, go buy some merch, comcast.com. If you want to support us even further and you love us, go to and subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5 a month. I don't know when we're going to put an episode on there, but it'll be sometime soon. We haven't put one up on there yet.
Since we're going to be gone next weekend and Ryan's going to have a solo podcast, because we want to maintain both streams. So I would say if you want to join the Patreon, go right ahead. It does support us. We're just throwing in the extra episode a month to help you guys out for showing our support. But I imagine look for that. If you do want to join the Patreon, look for that episode to be uploaded to that feed by the end of this month.
There'll at least be 1 or 2 on there by the end of the month. So, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, big dog.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hoo, hoo. So don't forget to follow us on the Comcast Facebook page where we post clips of all the new episodes and links to all the new books and brews that we review on this show. You can also follow me, Cody, on untapped.com. I'm at craftguru58 to see all the beers that I'm drinking currently and the beers that I review on this show. I rate on there. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We hope you have a great week. India, we are talking to you right now. Tell all your friends about it. Spread the love. Spread the great, powerful Pig Milker Army. And let's get it, boy. And remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down and you get buried alive because you be so drunk that you don't even remember, and the only person you got to talk to is a fucking owl, and he calls himself Sheriff Who? Sheriff Who. And the only other person you got to support you is Buffalo Cop.
Yep.
And Possum Prisoner and the Town Drunks of Coyote.
It was what was it? I don't know if I forget. Sergeant Squirrel.
Sergeant Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Deputy Rat.
Deputy Rat.
Deputy Rat.
Stay out of the death zone. You could possibly get neared.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Life gets hard and life gets you down. You milk that motherfucking pig.
Peace.
We out. Buffalo Cop.